So before we get started, it's very important that you follow my instructions. Please type in your first name, your city, and your country if you're outside of the U.S. What you like to trade the most. Do you like to trade futures or Forex, options, stocks? I very much would like to know what you like to trade because then it helps me. Okay, Bruce, thanks. Oregon and futures. And we've got futures from Coop and Don in Scottsdale. We've got futures. Most people are futures. Joey in Canada. And we've got some Forex in the UK. Very nice, very nice. And indexes only on Wall Street. That's okay. Nothing wrong with the indexes. We trade them. And D in Arizona. Stocks. Okay. And Daniel, that's fine. And Kevin, options. Great. So we got a fantastic selection of all different instruments. So after you do that, grab a sheet of paper, grab a little notebook. I'm going to tell you a lot of good things. Please, I know the market's closed now at least, pretty much closed. So you could turn off all your distractions, your phone, CNBC. Don't have any charts on. I really need you to pay attention because what you're going to learn, I'm telling you the truth, it may change the way you, it's not may change, it's going to change the way you look at the markets forever, okay? First, we'll get rid of our risk disclosures, read through them. You know that we are presenting this material for information and educational purposes. There's always a risk of loss in trading. It could be substantial. So make sure you read through the disclaimers. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. We have members making over $3,000 in a single trade. I will show proof of that, but their results are not typical. Stats vary, but we all know that probably 80% of traders don't make money at all or even lose money. And my theory is really that those traders aren't committed. They quit way too early. After their first big loss, they don't want to put in the work necessary to break through. Whatever obstacles are in their way, whether they're real or imagined, you got to put the time in, you got to be willing. And I'll show you in this webinar what's working for me and my members. And the truth is, trading is risky, right? We all know that. So don't trade money you can't afford to lose. And then here is what I want to teach you all today. I want to teach you how to make more money trading in just 10 minutes a day than most people make all week. Think about that. How to make more money trading just 10 minutes a day than most people make all week. That's a pretty powerful statement. And you're not going to waste countless hours praying for setups that never happen. So there's some secrets to this, okay? It's not magic, but we have some secrets. Secret number one, news trading is as safe or safer than most other day trading strategies if you have this equalizer to level the playing field. Secret number two is that fast trades actually work in your favor more often than not, especially when you trade the specific setup you'll learn today. We've done the research. We know that slippage is there. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. We'll get more into that. Secret number three, it's not only possible to compete with high-frequency traders, it's possible to beat them at their own game. I'll show you how. If it wasn't possible, we would never make any money. It's just that simple. It wouldn't be possible to make money. When I talk about news trading today, I'm talking about the prime trades. They're triggered by specific economic reports, and here are the prime trade reports for 2019. U.S. jobs report, also known as non-farm payroll, comes out once a month, always on a Friday. It came out last Friday. It was a big, unexpected, large amount of jobs were created. WASD, nobody knows what the WASD is. It's a grain report. You got to just trust me. It's an agricultural report. Very good report to trade. ISM is the Institute of Supply Management. They make a manufacturing report and a non-manufacturing report. Both of those we consider prime trades. FOMC statement, that you know what that is. It's when the FOMC releases their statement on whether or not they're going to raise the rates, lower the rates, and then they also have, sometimes they have a news conference. Very powerful piece of news. The ADP report, a lot of people don't know what that report is. The ADP report is the payroll report from the company ADP. A lot of companies, they send out their information and then ADP sends the checks, and that's how you get paid. They have a payroll report every month, and that is a prime trade. Australian quarterly GDP. Prime trade happens to be an interesting trade. Very nice trade for us. The grain report. The grain report is related to WASDE, an excellent, excellent prime report. People make money on it on a regular basis. The natural gas report. That's a weekly report. One of the tougher prime trades to trade, but it is a profitable report. And then a secret report that nobody knows about, my favorite trade. It's called the API report. And I'll actually show you a video of that report later, so I'll get into it a little bit more. And those right now are our prime trades. If you stay until the end, I'm going to show you how to use a reversal trade to take advantage of big moves after the initial reaction. Now, the only way this will make any sense is if you give me your full attention. If you try to multitask and you're half listening, you're going to miss a lot of the critical details of what I'm saying. So please, just for an hour and a half, put away your phone, shut off the TV, turn off your charts, lock yourself in your office, put a little note on the door. Don't let the kids bang on the door and bug you. All right? I really want to teach you something that could really change your life. It changed mine. And my goal today is to get you to invest $9,519 in yourself. Because if you do that, you'll know exactly how to create income on a predictable schedule. You'll have this skill forever, for the rest of your life. There will always be news, and the markets will always react to it. And once you learn how to trade the news, you're going to have an edge over 99% of the other traders who are reactive instead of proactive. So you're in the right place if you hate, like I do, sitting in front of the computer every day, never knowing how long it's going to take for the next good setup to occur. It's unbearable. You're in the right place if you want to actually be able to schedule your own trades like clockwork on specific days and times each week. We have a weekly schedule every week. We don't sit in front of the computer all day. And if you want to learn how to get in and out of each trade in just 1 to 5 minutes, you'll be able to go back to the important things in your life. And if you hate technical analysis like I do, and you can't stand the thought of wasting even more time on subjective market mumbo-jumbo, you know, Gann and Elliott waves. I don't even think Elliott knows which is the right wave. Before I go into the main part of the training, I'm sure all of you, if not every person sitting there, is asking, who is this guy talking and why should I even listen to anything he has to say? Why should I listen? Well, here's the deal. That's me. You can see, handsome guy, you know, normal looking person. I'm a musician. My name is Lee Goldstein. As I said before, I'm the trading director at JOBB and TradeTheNews.com. But my real love is that I'm the trading room moderator. That is what I love. I'm addicted to trading the news. I'm a musician at heart. I've been a musician my whole life. I went to music college and played the trombone. My dad was a trombone player. I hated the trombone. It hurt my lips, and it was hard to play. But he played trombone. He made me play trombone. And I was originally from New York. In 1971, I moved to Boston. I went to music school there. I played in bands. I drove cabs. I learned piano tuning. You name it, I did it. Very normal person. I'm not a financial genius. I'm not, you know, a PhD in technical analysis by any means. But I became addicted to computers. I remember reading an ad in the Want Ads those days. In those days, he had a little newspaper. It was called the Want Ads, and there was an advertisement for a Radio Shack TRS-80. I don't know why, but I went out and bought it, and that was the first major life-changing moment in my life. The first life-changing moment. You know when you have them. We all have them. Might be when you met your wife. It might be, you know, when, who knows. But for me, it was buying my first computer. It was incredible. And at that time, I was working in a piano store tuning pianos, but I decided to go work for a computer store in New York City. And the guy that owned the store was a very mean guy. And he really hated people, and I really liked people. And I knew that if I could come up with some money and open my own store, all the people that came into his store would follow me. It wasn't like I was trying to be a bad guy and steal all his customers. He was just mean to everybody, wouldn't help anyone. So I borrowed $29,000 from my father. I opened my own little computer store on a tiny little side street in New York City, 83rd and 3rd Street, 83rd and 3rd Avenue. It was actually on East 85th Street. And we were just like a GameStop is today. We sold video games, ColecoVision and Atari 400 and 800 computers. It was a great store. Famous people would come and hang out. Woody Allen used to come hang out. Mia Farrow when they were married. Lou Reed used to come and hang out in my store. He had a Commodore Amiga, believe it or not. Robert Lansing, who was on Star Trek, came to my store. It was awesome. And then one day a guy came walking into my store, and under his arm he had a synthesizer. He was carrying a synthesizer, and I just couldn't understand why. And when I asked him, he said, "Did you know that there's a little port on the synthesizer, and you can hook it up to a computer?" And that was life-changing moment number 2, because that made me realize, wow, with software, you can now record music on a computer. And I don't have to tell you, we all know now how life has changed so radically and the way that music is made today. It's all done on the computer. So how did I start trading? What got me into trading? It was really simple. My mom just didn't know what she was doing, and I decided to help her with her investments. I opened a Scottrade account. I got immediately addicted. It was like the second I bought my first stock, I watched the price go up and down, up and down. I was immediately addicted. I knew it was something I had to learn and get good at. I just knew it was important. And I stuck with it because I loved it. I knew it would give me a way to be my own boss. I could just feel it. And I hate being stuck in front of the computer all day long. For me, the less I trade, the more I make. That was the critical key thing. And you know it's not easy. Just like all of you, I've gone through those moments where you've lost a lot of money, blown out an account maybe. I had an Infinity account one day and I lost $10,000. Because in my early days, it's like I had a lot more luck than skill, and one day that luck ran out. And I blew out my Infinity account. I lost $10,000 in the most horrible day, $10,000. That was the most horrible day of my trading career. You never forget that day. I just kept trading. I kept trying to make it up. I added contracts, and by the time I looked up, I was down $10,000. The broker shut me down, and I was done. But it was the greatest lesson I ever had in my life, my trading life, because I never, ever, and that is the truth, I never came anywhere close to being that irresponsible again as a trader. And I swore I never would, and I never have. And I still love trading. Even though it made me miserable and unhappy to lose that money and blow that account out, I still was addicted and loved trading. And I made it my mission to go find that Holy Grail. I knew it was out there. I knew that there was some magic bullet that could teach me or help me and show me what the right signals were and how to trade. And I did all the things that everybody does. I jumped from room to room. I bought indicators. I spent $9,000 in software and courses and memberships. I traded futures, options, gaps, oil, gold, bonds. You know the deal. I tried everything. Countless platforms, different strategies, different indicators, and then I found it. I realized in another life-changing moment that there was a Holy Grail, and that Holy Grail was me, and that Holy Grail is you. There's no magic indicator. It's you. When you commit to being a successful trader and you get your mind right and you put in the work and you don't let anyone, anything stop you, right? That is you, the Holy Grail. And that was a mind-changing moment, a life-changing moment for me. So why trade the news? For me, I realized once I realized it was in my power to be a successful trader, I also realized something else. I loved trading, but I hated being in the market all day. I didn't want to spend my whole day. And I also liked to go in and out of the market quickly. That was the style that I liked. Over the years, I found out, for me, the less I trade, the more you make. I believe that's true for almost everyone. I wanted to be in the market as little as possible. Most trading is boring. You sit around for hours and hours praying for a good setup. And if you blink at the wrong time or have to go to the restroom, you could miss the trade. How many years of your life do you want to waste sitting in front of that computer? So news trading is not boring. I don't have to repeat that over and over. There's a lot of speed and excitement, but you don't have to be afraid of the speed if you have the right software. Once that initial spike is over, which good software can usually handle for you, then managing a news trade is really not different than managing any other trade. But there's no deep technical analysis, which for me is awesome because I hate deep technical analysis. News trading requires a completely different type of analysis, but it's based on repeated patterns and identifying those patterns. And pattern analysis is just as valid as technical analysis. News trading is easy to grasp because it's straightforward. Everything else is so subjective. Elliott wave, Ichimoku cloud, Fibonacci, where are you going to put your trend, where are you going to put your candlesticks, which is the right candlestick, is it a Japanese candlestick, is it a British candlestick? I don't know what candlestick it is, but I know what the news is. News is so easy compared to all that stuff. The reports come out on a regular, predictable schedule, and the market reacts, good, bad, and sometimes both. And once you know how to handle the moves, and you have the right software to compensate for it, and reduce human error, it's so much simpler than complex setups that take hours to occur, if ever. News trades are quick trades, 1 to 5 minutes usually, and because of that regular, predictable schedule, right, you can literally schedule your trades and be done trading in 1 hour per week. Just to give you a quick example, going off the schedule here, off my presentation, this is our weekly schedule. This is what it looks like. I know this week exactly what I'm going to trade. Monday, I have an NQ open trade. I have an ISM manufacturing trade, a Australian trade balance. I've got a weekly schedule. Every week, we send it to all our members. What could be better than that? I know in advance how I'm going to trade. So why do I trade the news? I love my life. I love my kids. Those are my 2 kids. I love my family. I love the flexibility that news trading gives me to play my music and spend time with them. I love that news trading is never boring. And I love that it's simple to grasp and the money doesn't hurt either. There's no doubt about that. So why do I teach? Everybody always says, oh, you shouldn't teach. You know, if you're making money, you don't need to teach. If you made money, you absolutely don't have to teach. So you're a fraud if you're a teacher. But that's not true. I really, really like people. And I'm asked all the time, why teach? But I'm telling you, I love trading and teaching. And it's because I like people. I want to teach news trading because I love to do it. It's not because I need the money teaching. It makes me a better trader also. When I'm teaching, and you know it when you're teaching anything, it forces you to break down your thought process. Why step A comes before step B, and it makes you up your game. There's no doubt about it. Teaching, trading makes me a better trader. And I love the success stories like these from our members. These are going to be actual screenshots, and only the account numbers have been removed to protect the innocent, okay? The results, of course, are not typical. Yours might be better or worse. Here's a member on a news trade, trading bonds. He made $1,195. That's a real trade from a real member, not made up. Nothing I show you today is made up. $4,500 on one news trade. You can see the trade. You can see the fills on Ninja, and you can see that the account number is blocked out. Ninja Trader is ninja, okay? That's what I mean when I say ninja. Another trade, $620. Member profit, $620. Al from New Jersey. Not made up. Account number scratched out. We do not send out fake trades. We trade for real in our trade room. We trade with real money. $1,020 profit on a one trade. Andre from Colombia. $440 on another trade. That was a U.S. jobs report. And that was done in seconds. News trades sometimes are over in seconds. $3,900 energy report trade. Less than 2 minutes on that trade. Account number crossed out. Not making it up. These are real screenshots. It's my favorite part of working in the trade room. People show me this stuff. Another member made $1,515 on Facebook earnings. Yes, we trade earnings. Bank stock earnings in particular. So why do I teach? That's why I teach. There's plenty more just like these. I've got hundreds of them. Literally hundreds. These results can be life-changing. I love having a small role in helping members like these go from frustration in the markets to a place of success and confidence, and that's why I like to teach. Especially, we're able to do it over and over and over again on a predictable schedule and just 1 to 5 minutes per trade. And now I want to teach you how to do the same thing. I know you can do it because as I've shown you, I am nobody special. I just have a few years head start on you in this particular area. That's it. Can you imagine making $3,900 in less than 2 minutes? Or even just $440 in a couple of seconds? What would your life look like a year from now if you didn't have to spend 4 to 6 hours in front of the charts? So you didn't have to miss a trade? Think of all the things you can do with that extra time. How great would it be if you could make more than an hour per week than most people do working 40 hours? Can you imagine making $3,900 in less than 2 minutes? I can't. I can. Best of all, how would you feel if you knew exactly what days and times to trade? That is the most awesome part of the whole thing. How great would it be if you knew exactly the times and days to trade? So the 3 secrets of news trading. Number 1, news trading is as safe or safer than most other day trading strategies if you have this equalizer to level the playing field. Secret number 2, fast trades actually work in your favor more often than not, especially when you trade the specific setup you're going to learn today. And secret 3, it's not only possible to compete with the high-frequency traders, it's possible to beat them at their own game. We've already shown you how by showing you profits that people are making in the same markets that the high-frequency traders are trading in. So secret number 1 is that news trading is as safer than most other day trading strategies if you have this equalizer to level the playing field. The number 1 fear that people have trading the news is based on slippage. Because of that fear, they get emotional when placing trades. They get afraid. When you get emotional, you make more mistakes. You start guessing when to get in, when to get out, and if you don't follow your own rules, if you hadn't to begin with, you're going to screw up. The fear of losing money because of slippage becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Slippage is real. It's there, okay? But there's good and there's bad slippage, and the truth is sometimes slippage does go against you. But it goes in your direction just as often. We have done a tremendous amount of research, and you can do it too. Google's our best friend. Go look up slippage. You're not going to find a single study that says that slippage is mostly negative, because it's not. Slippage is both negative and positive. It's a non-issue over time. The positive slippage balances out the negative slippage. That's what happens. Slip happens. There's nothing we can do about it as traders, but there are ways we can minimize the effects of negative slippage by reducing human error. How do you reduce human error? The great equalizer is using the right trading software to place the entries and exits for you. That's how you reduce human error. Let's look at how positive slippage might work for you. Now, I'm using different software, so I want you to bear with me. I want to make sure that you can see this screen. So I'm a little bit worried that you might not be able to. So let's see. Somebody tell me if you can see a screen of charts right now, because it's going to change the way I'd have to do this webinar. Tell me if you can see. You cannot see the charts. That's what I was afraid of. Bear with me. Okay, now tell me if you can see the charts. You should be able to see the chart. Okay, so positive slippage, or just handling slippage in general, is really not very complicated. My software, our software, puts the orders, watch carefully, it puts the orders on the chart automatically. I'm stopping the video. There's our orders right there. Ignore everything on the right. I don't want to confuse you. I know there's a lot of beginners in the room. Just look right here where I'm circling. This is the current price. This is my order in my natural gas trade to go long if the news brings the price up. This is my order to go short if the news brings the price down. Here's the report comes out. Watch what happens to the price. It bursts up. It fills my order. All my targets are done already. The trade's already over. And if you look here in this little spot here, I've made $360. I know that's hard to believe. I know it's hard to believe. You're going to have to trust me. I'll show it to you one more time. It's so fast. So my software put the orders on the chart right here. There they are. The news came out, exploded to the top side. And then if you look real carefully, where it says realized, you can see $360. That's what I made on that trade in a matter of seconds. That's positive slippage working for you, okay? I want to show you how our software keeps slippage from becoming worse due to human error. It's basically the exact same thing occurs. If you think about what happened in that trade, the software put the orders on the chart automatically. That prevented me from making an error because I knew my software would do it. So even in a very fast trade, I was already on chart, ready to take my trade without doing anything. It was done automatically for me by the software. So the point is, the software in that particular trade gave me positive slippage. I should have made $180. I made $360, and it kept me safe by putting the order on the chart. Okay, so our software is special in that it will keep you safe. So the question is also, are you an emotional trader? Have you let fear and greed, exuberance, or overconfidence creep into your trading? Have you lost money because of emotional trading? I have. I've gotten bent out of shape because I messed up on a trade, and then I went right back in when I shouldn't have, lost money. Wouldn't you love to take the emotion out of trading? How would that impact your account size? Wouldn't it make your account grow? Having preset objective trading rules, wouldn't it help reduce your stress and help you to trade the market with a much clearer mind? Emotional trading wipes out accounts. CNBC, Mad Money, Twitter, Futures.io, Wall Street Journal, StockTwits, everything. Traders are constantly bombarded with conflicting information every single day, okay? And manually placing those entries and exits, stops and targets and brackets, it leaves us open to subjective advice, and that's what you want to avoid, that emotional manipulation by outside sources. The equalizer reduces risk in trading the news, and the equalizer is JOBB version 8 software suite. It reduces your risk, and it makes news trading safer than most other forms of day trading. That's what we call the equalizer. It completely removes the emotion from your trading. Fear, the greed, exuberance, and overconfidence lead to bad decision making. The JOBB software suite protects you from yourself. It automatically sets entries and exits, as I showed you. It automatically can set stops and targets, including trailing stops. It brackets the trade so it doesn't matter whether the news is good or bad, and it helps you manage the trade. Emotionless trading equals better decisions. The JOBB version 8 software suite eliminates emotional trading and objectively follows the rules. Okay? Just a reminder, folks, if you need to fit your slides to screen, don't forget about the fit to screen button. It will help you if you need it. We start with our settings as a baseline. In other words, for every trade, we have settings and we give them to all our members. That's our baseline. We know how each prime trade will react because we've studied it. You can modify the settings to suit your personal trading style. When the markets change, you can tweak the settings and be proactive, automated, rather than reactive, manual. Okay? Responses to the market become predictable rather than a collection of wild guesses. Now, let me show you for real. I'm going to load my software. I hope I can show you. I'm going to load my software, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to customize the settings. Okay? It's going to take a second. I'm loading up NinjaTrader version 8. Our software is compatible with NinjaTrader version 8. You can hear it load. It should show up. There it is. I'm hoping you can see it. I go to strategies. I just right-click the chart. I double-click JOBB version 8. And now I have various settings. I can set our bracket distance. I can set the number of contracts I want to trade. I can just easily change a 1 to a 2. I can change my stop from 20 ticks to 10 ticks. Very, very easy, okay? Very, very easy to change the settings in NinjaTrader. So I'm hoping you're going to tell me that you could see that, how easy it was to change the settings. Were you able to see that? Give me a yes. Beautiful. Great. So that's how easy it is to change the settings. You just load the software, get ready to trade, and change some numbers. We help you to do that all the time in the trade room. So secret number 2, fast trades actually work in your favor more often than not, especially when you trade the specific setup you'll learn today. I can't drive 55, right? Futures trading in general can move pretty fast sometimes. Pay attention. But news trading can be crazy fast, like driving 100 miles an hour on a highway with a 55-mile speed limit. A lot of traders choose to stay off the highway because the speed makes them uncomfortable. They get scared. I was attracted to the speed for reasons that most traders don't realize. In Germany, the Autobahn is their federal highway. It has a minimum speed limit of 81 miles an hour, 130 kilometers an hour. And many parts of the Autobahn have no speed limit whatsoever. Yet the rate of traffic fatalities on the Autobahn is less than half the rate on urban roads in Germany and less than a third of the rate on rural roads. And that's honest research, okay? It's not made up. And why is that? To be allowed to drive in Germany, getting a license is serious business. You have to take a lot of lessons, pay thousands of dollars, own a vehicle that can handle that kind of speed, and it takes up to 6 months to pass. You've got to be pretty committed to get a driver's license. News trading, to profit at news trading, you need to get the proper training, trade thousands of dollars in simulation, right? You got to practice, have the right software that can handle that kind of speed, and it takes 6 weeks to pass our Prime Trade Master class. That is a commitment. Traffic rules are strictly enforced on the Autobahn. You always pass on the left. If you're not passing someone, you have to move over to the right. You don't want to be traveling at an unlimited rate of speed and be in the wrong lane. That's not fun. With news trading, we give you the trading rules and we strictly enforce them with our JOBB software suite. For example, the entries, the exits, the targets, the stops, they're pre-programmed into the software to keep you from making mistakes and to prevent emotional trading. Yes, you can change the settings. We've said that. You can. But in the beginning especially, we recommend that you don't change anything unless you have a very strong reason. You need to understand first, then you can change. Cars in Germany are required to pass frequent comprehensive inspections that ensure that they're safe to drive. With news trading, we're constantly upgrading and improving our JOBB software suite. We're currently on version 8. We had 4 upgrades this year. We're always improving it and making it safer for you to trade and safer for us to trade. And in addition, we encourage you to join our daily trade room frequently, every day if you can, so you stay road ready as the markets evolve. You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes a moment before a trade, 30 seconds before a trade, you might have to change the way you're going to change that trade. Maybe the president said something. Maybe the Fed chief said something. You need to be prepared. And the trade room is a great place to be prepared. The reason the Autobahn is safer than other roads in Germany, despite the higher speed limit and no limit speed limits, is because they take driving seriously. And we take news trading seriously. Germany makes sure their drivers get the right training, get the right vehicle, and play by the rules of the road. Similarly, fast-moving news trades are safer than most other futures trades when you trade with us because you get the right training, the prime trades, you get the right vehicle, the Job Software Suite V8, and you play by the rules of the road because of our pre-programmed entries, exits, targets, and stops. The other benefits of news trading is the trades are over quickly in 1 to 5 minutes. Like we said, who's got the time to waste hours in the market every day? I don't. You can schedule your trades like clockwork, stop guessing when the next setup will arrive. News trades move more than regular trades. This works in your favor, especially on reversal trades. And I want to show you something really important. This is something we want to spend a little bit more time on. So I want you to definitely tell me that you can see what I'm showing you. I'm going to share my screen and I want to talk about reversal trades. This is a special kind of setup that happens very often with news trading. And the first thing I'm going to do is just show you a reversal trade. So watch this. The price explodes. You'll see it. It's going to go in one direction, and then it's going to reverse and go the other direction very quickly. Look, it explodes up, and then it drops down, okay? And the idea in a trade like that is when it goes up and explodes, you sell the price, you short it. In other words, when it goes long, you short it, okay? So that exploded up, and then it reversed back down, and we were able to make a nice profit when it reversed. Does that make sense? Made a very nice profit when it reversed. I'm going to show you another reversal trade. First of all, tell me that you could see that. Were you able to see that okay? I just want to make sure, like I said, I'm using slightly different software today, and I'd rather ask you than not show you what I want to show you. So there are certain signals that we get on a regular basis, okay? And they look like this. You get a burst of a candle up, and then that is a signal to sell. And when you sell that burst up, you often can make a profit on that reversal in the opposite direction. So that was a trade that we call went long, okay? It went up or it went positive. We call that a long, and we sold it when it started going down, and we made some money on that. And then it could also do it another way. Like here's a trade. This trade, it went down, and we bought it when it went down, and it went back up after we bought it. Okay? So the idea, that's a very, very important concept that we really want you to understand. Most news trades, not most, many news trades, for instance, the oil trade, often will reverse. Today's gas trade reversed, even though there was a very unexpected news result. And when I say an unexpected result, there was more gas used than they expected, but the price still went in both directions. So you could have traded one way and then traded the reversal in another way. So what you're looking for is that burst of a candle in one direction, and then you're entering the trade in the opposite direction. Again, a burst of the candle down, and you're going to buy, and that helps you to make money with a reversal trade. One more, a reversal sell. The candle burst up, and you sold there. A lot of inexperienced traders would say to themselves, wow, I'm going to buy it there, and it'll reverse on them, and they'll lose money. So that's how you trade the reversal. I walked you through it. I just did it slightly different order. So imagine trading less than 1 hour per week, right? Imagine that. Can you think about that? What are you going to do with all that extra time? How much more enjoyment would you get out of your life? I know I'd get a lot. Do you think on your deathbed you'll wish you spent more time in the markets or more time living life to the fullest? I know I'd rather live my life to the fullest. Do you get why I love trading the news yet? It's not that complicated. This is not rocket science. Secret number 3, it's not only possible to compete with high-frequency traders, we can beat them at their own game, and I'll show you how. So follow this, right? Robots, do they rule the markets? In 2017, a report by McKinsey Global Institute predicted up to 30% of the global workforce will be replaced by computers and robots by the year 2030. Apparently, the rest of us will need to adopt robot helpers. We see it already. You could see that your UPS driver might one day be a robot, right? Cars. Some reports put that number as high as 50%. Machines are starting to think for themselves, make decisions, learn from mistakes. Think about your smartphone. All the new smartphones have AI now. They can AI, artificial intelligence. They can tell what they're looking at. It's amazing. So this is not made up stuff. With all the advances in machine learning and artificial intelligence, are the markets being taken over by unbeatable trading robots? How is it possible for any human trader to beat the AI trading programs, in addition to all the high-frequency trading platforms that are already replacing human brokers? How is that possible? How do we beat the HFTs and robots at their own game? We have different targets and different time frames. We're not doing the same things that they're doing. The reality is that humans are beating the HFTs and AI trading algorithms every day. Humans are making money in the market. These screenshots, $1,500 live trade from a member, not last year, but last week, okay? Not, 2 weeks ago. $1,150, not 2 years ago. You can't see it. It's hard to see, but it was the very, very end of 2018. Real trade screens that our members are sending us all the time. $3,750. Real trade screens our members are trading. If you couldn't beat the high-frequency traders and the robots, there would be no profits by human traders. There just wouldn't be. We wouldn't get these screenshots from our members. The reality is we're beating them every day. When trading the news, our targets are set anywhere from 4 to 26 or more, and trades can take anywhere from 5 seconds to 5 minutes. So follow this, because this is very important. HFTs trade a lot of contracts on tiny gains. maybe a tick or two many times, getting in and out of the markets in fractions of a second, right? So different targets and time frames. Software bots and AI traders can be anywhere in between. The point is this: we all have different trading targets, trade on different time frames, 5 minutes versus 5 milliseconds. So we're not fighting over the same things. That's the key. That's why we can do it. It's like we're all running into Walmart together on Black Friday. The robots go left and we go right. And that's a great way to think about it. So fortunately for us, HFTs and trading robots can often be too smart for their own good also. Simple's better. HFTs and trading robots often use their electronic advantages to overcomplicate their analysis. They do deep technical analysis and pore over historical data for statistical advantage. And if you're into technical analysis, that's bad news for you. Your days are probably numbered. News trading is simple and straightforward. No deep technical analysis whatsoever. And no robot is going to take our place doing technical analysis, because we're not doing it. We're doing something different. Be ready for just 2 trade possibilities. Simple is better, right? Long and short. You know what? There's really 3 trade possibilities. And our software helps us. It doesn't trade when it's not safe to trade. So you got 3 trade possibilities: long, short, and don't trade. JOBBV8 sets targets and stops automatically. The news comes out, the market moves up or down or both really fast, exit the trade. That's news trading in a nutshell. Can't be simpler than that. Of course, there's nuances, but notice there's nothing in there about where the Elliott wave crossed the Fibonacci 50% level below the SMA. You know the deal. None of that matters. When the news comes out, we use our software to offset the speed advantage of HFTs and trading robots when entering trades. The HFTs and robots, they exit on specific criteria. So do we, of course, but with a human element. If our targets and stops don't get hit right away, we look at how the market reacts before deciding on an exit. It's not deep technical analysis. This is where humans still have an advantage, because knowing what's normal versus abnormal in the market gives us a big edge. Unfortunately, not everyone will survive the robot apocalypse. So is it time for change? If your trading methodology relies on technical analysis, why not start looking at news trading right away also? Because in 5 to 10 years, you're never going to be able to out-analyze the robots. You want to have other ways to trade. In the year 2000, Goldman Sachs' New York headquarters had over 500 men and women on their equity trading floor. Now, there's only 3. Do I have to tell you about the oil pits? There isn't one anymore. The other 497 people that used to be in those pits got replaced by trading algorithms, robots. Other job categories predicted to be taken over by robots. Sorry, I did that. The other job categories, forgive me, the service industry, retail, banking, restaurants, hospitality, automotive. Already cars are driving themselves. Not quite perfectly yet, but they're going to get there. You know they're going to get there. Look at drones. It's unbelievable. Pharmacists, lawyers, marketing, the list goes on and on. If you collect data, process data, or do predictable physical work, you're in the most susceptible category. Okay? Let me repeat that. If you collect data, process data, or do predictable physical work, you're susceptible to robots doing that job. So that's important. You want to have a backup plan. What is your backup plan? And does your backup plan have the potential to earn $3,900 in just 2 minutes? This one did. Energy Report, this is a real member. He made $3,900, or she, in our trade room in less than 2 minutes. How would your life change if you could make more in 1 hour than most people make all week? I mean, don't you feel like you're a dog drinking from a fire hose right now? It's painful when you think about how difficult things could be. Why not trade the news? Imagine only trading as little as 10 minutes a day, about an hour a week, to make more than most people make in a week. Can you see yourself reclaiming that extra 3 to 5 hours a day to spend with your family or chasing your favorite hobbies? Imagine being debt-free and not worrying about living paycheck to paycheck. What would it feel like to be able to afford to travel more and experience more things? What would that do for you? How would it impact your life? Over the last hour, we've covered a lot, but an hour is not that long. As your coach, I can tell you that book smarts is not enough. You have to take action on what you've learned today. How would you like to work with me directly, for real, me, where I actually help you put this stuff into action and help you start seeing results sooner rather than later? I want to do it. I love helping people trade. Tell me if you would like me to help you personally to do all the things that I said in the past hour. Type yes in the chat box if you think it would be helpful to get mentored by someone that really trades the news. I mean, I'm not making this up. This is real stuff. Daniel says yes. Wayne says yes. Coop is a yes. There's a no here and there. I understand that. Not everybody is going to want to do the same thing, but we're 99% yes. D is yes. Oscar is yes. RH is yes. I want to help you trade the news. So here's the real question. I've got something that can really help you. It's not free. And before I go into it, I want to get your feedback to find out if you're interested or not. If you're not interested, I can really stop right now. But if you really want me to share it with you, tell me in the chat box that you want me to continue by saying yes. All I want you to do is type yes if you want me to tell you how I can help you. And again, you've seen the screenshots. I'm not making this up, and I'm seeing plenty of yeses. So I'm happy to say I'm not going to stop yet. Here are the reports again that trigger what we call the prime trades. Just so you understand the definition, a prime trade is a trade that we have studied and defined as a trade that is profitable much more often than it's not profitable. And that means well more than 50%. The U.S. Jobs Report, the WASDE Grain Report, ISM Manufacturing, ISM Non-Manufacturing, FOMC Statement, ADP, Australian GDP, the Grain Report, Natural Gas, and the API Report. Those are our prime trades. They were our most successful trades of 2018 by far. I mean, they were at least 65% reliable, with many in the mid-70s. So think about that. That's very, very good for trades. Because of the nature of these specific reports, they're going to be even better in 2019. This is the first time we've ever put the prime trades into a structured masterclass. There's no better way to start off the new year than mastering these 5-minute trades, so you can take back your life and stop staring at charts 4 to 6 hours a day. The Prime Trades Masterclass is a 6-week interactive workshop. We're starting Tuesday, January 15th. There will be in-depth training on each of the 10 prime trades. The best markets to trade for each of those economic reports. Remember, each prime trade is related to an economic report. How each prime trade reacts differently to news. When to trade, when not to trade. All 90-minute sessions that'll be recorded for review. So what makes a prime trade? First, there has to be an essential news report. The trade has to have reliable pattern analysis that we've studied and seen. It has to have automated entries and exits. Most of the time, there are occasions where it will have automated entries always, but sometimes you will do the exit on your own. We love when they have reversals. Trade management is critical to a prime trade. We want to teach you the trade management. And then, like I just said, sometimes there will be manual exits, and we want to teach you how to do the manual exit on a prime trade. Just because there's a manual exit doesn't mean you have to study technical analysis for 10 years. With members making up to $4,540 in a single news trade, We could easily charge $5,000 for this course and it would be a steal. We always over-deliver, and I'm not kidding. And so after the live masterclass is over and we post all the recordings online, if 5,000 a bargain, then when we post the masterclass online, 1997 would be a steal. If you never traded before or never traded the news, we've got you covered. We have a News Trader Quick Start. It's 4 videos getting you started from scratch. How to choose a broker, how to pick data, how to set up your account, how to set up the software, the broker I just said, how to place trades, how to backtest and sim trade. That's a $497 value, and we're including it in the class, no charge. So here's what you get. The Prime Trade 6 Weeks Masterclass, a $1,997 value. The News Trader Quick Start is a $497 value. That's a total value of $2,494. Now, history matters if you think about it. The most successful traders predict the future by looking at the past, right? You look back to look forward. But who has time to spend 10 to 15 hours a week researching past news trades? We do. That's what we do. That's what we do. We love doing it. You'll get a full 12 months of our high-impact report alerts. We call them HIRAs, sent to your inbox the day before every news trade. In other words, the day before each trade, we generate this report, and it tells you how to trade. Every HIRA alert includes which news event to expect and when, what time, what instrument to trade, where to place your entries, the size of the bracket, the specific number of ticks we expect the market to move after news based on historical numbers on the same trade over time, how big your stop should be, when to get out if you haven't been filled by a specific time, or when not to trade if you haven't been filled by a specific time. The HIRA has only been available to our members who pay up to $97 a month. When you sign up, we'll give you 12 months free of the HIRA. That's worth $1,164. So here's what you're getting. Prime Trade 6-Week Masterclass at $1,997. News Trader Quick Start for $497. 12 months of the daily HIRA alerts, $1,164. A total value of $3,658. Our daily news trading room. Every star athlete has a coach. Michelle Phelps, Tom Brady, LeBron James, Serena Williams, Tiger Woods, Roger Federer, Wayne Gretzky, Nick Foles. You know I'm in Philly. As great as they all are, or were in their respective sports, every single one of them had a coach to help keep them accountable and push them to raise their game to the highest possible level. This is your invitation to bring your game, your trading game, up to the next level. Come trade with me live every day in our trade room. I trade real money in my real account, no BS. I'll coach you personally and help you dramatically decrease your learning curve. Be the first to know how to modify the prime trades when reports and market conditions change. Similar to the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones Industrial Average, reports in the prime trades change occasionally, maybe once or twice a year. And that's only natural. A trade changes just like the market changes. The live news trading room keeps you up to date on the most reliable and profitable reports to trade throughout the year. So the daily trade room is priced at $197 a month. You get 12 months free when you sign up today. It's a $2,364 value. This is what you get. Prime trade class is $1,997. The News Trader Quick Start, $497. 12 months of the daily HIRA alerts, $1,164. And then 12 months of the live daily trade room for $2,364. A total value of $6,022. And then the final most important piece of the puzzle, JOBB Software Suite V8, the great equalizer. It lets you compete and beat the HFTs and trading robots. Semi-automated software and indicator, For NinjaTrader version, that's the platform we use, version 7 and 8 compatible. Takes the emotion out of trading, automatically enters trades, sets targets and stops, plus much, much more. It's a $2,997 value. Here's what you get. Prime Trade 6-week masterclass, $1,997 value, $1,900. Quick Start for $497. 12 months of Hira alerts, $1,164. 12 months of the live daily trade room, $2,364 value. JOBB Software V8 lifetime license, lifetime. That's worth $29.97 for a total value of $9,019. If all this did was generate an extra $1,000 per month for an hour a week worth of trading, wouldn't it be worth it? Help you make the same amount of trading profits you make now, no more, no less, but reduce your time in the markets to just 1 hour a week. Wouldn't that be worth it? If you could trade the same way you're trading, but in less time. Reduce the amount of time you spend looking at the charts every day from hours to minutes. Wouldn't that be worth it? Get rid of all that subjective and confusing deep technical analysis and replace it with simple setups at specific times of the day. Wouldn't that be worth it? I had two options. Option one was I could make this as cheap as possible and try to sell 1,000 of these. And I'd be overwhelmed with the support and I wouldn't be able to give you the personalized attention you need to be successful with this. Option two, I could ask for a higher investment on your part, and in exchange, I'd limit the room size and I could afford to add all these extra resources to help you succeed as a news trader. What's your time worth to you? You're obviously committed to being a successful trader or you wouldn't be here. Would you rather spend an hour a week in the markets or 30 hours a week? If you could make the same amount in 1 hour as you used to make in 30 hours, what could you do with all that time? How much would you invest to own the market instead of the market owning you? If all this course does is help you make an extra $1,000 a month trading just an hour a week, that's $12,000 a year for about 50 hours of work. Do the math. 12,000 divided by 50, it's $240 an hour. Would you invest $5,000 to learn how to make $240 an hour? Let's put it in perspective. Harvard University charges $46,340 per year for tuition, not including tuition and board. That's at least $185,360 for a 4-year degree. The median starting salary for a Harvard 4-year graduate is $70,000, about $35 an hour. You can do the research. It's all online. Not complicated. It's not that tough of a choice, is it? $185,360 to make $35 an hour, or $5,000 investment to make $240 an hour doing the prime trades. $5,000 is ridiculously cheap for an education that lets you make more per hour than a Harvard graduate with a 4-year degree. So you can see why this is a great deal at $9,019, or even $49.94 for just the master class and the Job V8 equalizer software by themselves. Because we want to start 2019 off with a bang, we're going to give you a special deal today. For a very limited time, you can get everything on the list. The Prime Trade Masterclass, $1,997 value. The News Trader Quick Start, $497. 12 months of the Hiras, $1,164. 12 months of the Live Daily Trade Room, my favorite part, $2,364. JOBB V8 lifetime license, lifetime, $29.97. The total value, $9,019. You could get started for $399 with just 3 easy payments. Just go to www.theprimetrades.com, www.theprimetrades.com. The first payment is $399, and then you have 2 more for $399. I can't imagine not doing this. The special bonus for the first 10 traders that sign up, after the prime trades, the trades that we get the most demand for are news trades on earnings reports. People love trading earnings. So I'm going to do a one-time only 3-hour workshop on earnings trades. Earnings season's coming up next week, believe it or not. A lot of our members are going to trade those earnings trades. To keep it small and personable, I'm going to limit the class to the first 10 people who register for the Prime Trades Masterclass. That's the earnings class. It's going to be small because we want you to be able to pay attention and learn how to do it. That's a $500 value, that earnings bonus. So here's where you get. Here's what you're getting. Prime Trades Masterclass for $1,997 value. The News Trader Quick Start for $497 of value. 12 months of the daily high alerts, $1,164 value. 12 months live in the daily trade room, my favorite, $2,364 value. The software lifetime license, JOBB version 8, lifetime $2,997 value. And the Earning Trades Workshop, the first 10 of you, $500 value. The total value of everything we're going to give you is $9,519, and all you have to pay is $399. www.theprimetrades.com. And to take away any excuses whatsoever, we're going to give you 2 guarantees. Pay attention. My bend over backwards guarantee number 1. And guarantee number 2 is our 100% 12-month, 5 times your money back action guarantee. My bend over backwards guarantee. After you finish our News Trader Quick Start course and you give it the old college try, if you still can't get the software set up on your computer, I'll personally set it up for you. Okay, so nobody can say, I couldn't set the software up, I couldn't do it. I'll set it up. After you go through the masterclass and practice for at least 30 days, if you're still having trouble with a prime trade, I'll work with you one-on-one in the trading room so everyone else can watch and learn. Guarantee number 2. It's 100% 12-month, 5 times your money back action guarantee, so pay attention. Study the course for a full 12 months. Trade with me live in the news trading room, real money or simulation, at least 8 days over the next month, just 2 days a week on average. Continue trading at least 8 days a month with us or on your own on at least 2 prime trades per week, starting with $5,000 in real money or simulation over the following 11 months. If you don't make at least 5 times your investment back, that's at least $6,000 in real or simulated profit by the end of 12 months. Just show us the proof that you took action and really tried, and we'll give you a 100% full refund of your investment in the masterclass. Why spend the money if you're not going to try? Do it. Show us that you did it. If you fail at it, we'll give you the money back. There's no excuse left. You have nothing to lose. I am taking all the risk. So get started now for just 3 monthly payments, $399. There's no reason not to go to www.theprimetrades.com, sign up. You're already one of our members. If you already have a membership with us, we'll extend your trade room renewal date by 12 months. You won't miss a minute of the time you have left on your current membership. And your subscription to the software, JOBB V8, will convert to live. You'll never have to renew it again. Lifetime upgrades, of course. I can't imagine a better deal than that. So over the last 90 minutes, I've shared a ton of information with you. But information alone is not enough. You need the prime trades. You need the live trading room. You need the JOBB V8. But most important, you need a coach who cares about seeing you succeed. You need a complete system designed to help you get to the next level. This is everything you need to trade the news successfully while reducing your work week to just 1 hour. And I promised I would stay and answer questions. Now you have 2 options. Do nothing. Don't take a leap of faith. Even though you're protected by our 100% 12-month action guarantee, keep doing what you're doing and pray for different results. Option 2, make a small investment in yourself compared to all the value you're getting in return, not to mention all the time you'll get back, and give the prime trades a spin. www.theprimetrades.com. If you can't make money with the prime trades within 12 months, then we don't deserve your money. A lot of traders are afraid they're going to wipe out their account the first week. You're not going to be trading real money for a while, maybe a few months. It depends. Everybody's different, and only after you practice these trades in simulation over and over. When you're ready to trade real money, those good money management habits you developed in sim, along with protections built into the software, will dramatically reduce your risk. Remember, I already lost a $10,000 account. I have never done it since, and I will teach you how not to do it to you. I'll teach you how not to lose your money. Money comes back. Isn't it interesting? We all have this incredible fear of losing money to the point that it paralyzes us. But when you think about the scarcity of money, it's the opposite that's true. Money is constantly flowing all around us. If you have a job where you get a paycheck every 2 weeks, you know no matter what, no matter how much silly stuff you do or how boneheaded you behaved and lost a lot of money, it's going to come back in 2 weeks. Maybe not all at once, but money replenishes. Time, however, does not come back. Stop letting the fear of losing money hold you back from learning a skill that can create an overabundance of cash flow. Don't look back 20 years from now wondering what could have been. I am not special. I showed you that. I'm a regular guy, a regular person. I was a cab driver, a musician. I stumbled onto a great thing, and now I'm just a couple of years ahead. That's all. If I can do this, I promise you can do this. All you got to do is trust the system. We're teaching you our best of the best trades and then giving you the equalizer software and a full year of the trading room and the higher alerts for free. Nobody wants you to succeed more than me. And that is the truth. Again, actual screenshots from real members. $220 in less than a minute, trading the news. $960. And I know who traded that. I can tell by the chart. That was Enrico who traded that trade. And he's still a member today. $2,800. New Jersey, Rico D. Think about disposable income. We're not asking anyone to go into debt over this. All of us have disposable income, a percentage of our income. It goes towards entertainment, eating out, and other things you won't remember in the morning. We're just asking you to take some of that disposable income and invest it into yourself. If you put it into action, practice, and take us up on our training and support, the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad warns us against spending money on doodads like big cars and expensive TVs that leave people living paycheck to paycheck. Why not learn a skill that will keep paying you back for a lifetime? Right? That's what we want you to do. Get started now. Just 3 payments, $3.99 each. www.theprimetrades.com. I'm going to mentor you. Okay? All the things that you get, I'm not going to repeat them again. The first payment's today, the second's in 30 days, the third is in 60 days. That's how that works. Email us if you still have questions. help@theprimetrades.com. help@theprimetrades.com if you have any questions. We answer the questions fast, and you can order at www.theprimetrades.com. Now I want to go off a little bit off the presentation and just tell you the truth about me. I love trading the news. This trading and this type of trading changed my life. I mean, today I made money on the bond report. I traded the natural gas report. Yesterday I traded the oil report, but I didn't spend 18 hours in the market. This type of trading changed my life. Is there ever a charge for the trade room? Yes, there is a charge for the trade room. After your first year, there will be a charge for the trade room. But we're giving you a free year. You should easily be able to pay for the price of the trade room. Igor's asking, can we clarify when the trade room is open? The trade room is open when there's a trade. So in other words, we open our trade room for the prime trades, okay? And I'm scrolling back because people have questions, so I want to answer every single one. Our trade room is open. We send out a weekly schedule, so you'll know in advance when the trade room is going to be open, and you can decide in advance what trades you want to trade, okay, which rooms you want to come to. You don't have to come to all of them if you don't want to, okay? So it's not like we have a 24-hour trade room. What time of day of the week will the master classes be? Gary, it really doesn't matter because we're going to record them, okay? We will record them. So whether they're recorded or what time they are, in all honesty, we haven't decided yet. We're going to talk to people and make a decision about what time. Does it work on NinjaTrader 7 and NinjaTrader 8? That is a yes, absolutely. Okay, D, I want to thank you for signing up. I appreciate it. And you'll get into the earnings class because of that. So do I have any other questions? There's not a lot of questions today. My last webinar, I had a ton of questions. So where are you going to go to do this? Is there more than one trade a day? Great question, RH. Yes, very often there's, today we had 3 trades. Maybe, I'm trying to think, did we have 4? We have another trade tonight. We have Australia tonight. So we had, some days we have 4 trades. And just so you know, this class is prime trades, but we do a lot of other things too, and you'll have access to everything that we do, okay? So our trade room will always be open for the important trades, and our trade room is always open for important news reports. That's when we open. Any other questions, folks? We trade futures only, and you must be a NinjaTrader platform user. That's what we use, okay? It's not currently for Forex. It's for NinjaTrader. All right? This is live, and we are recording this, so this webinar will be recorded if you want to watch it again. If you want to ask me a personal question, you can just email me at help@theprimetrades.com. I will answer, okay? And if you want to sign up, it's like I said, and I'm telling the truth, this changed my life. www.theprimetrades.com. How do you know what instrument to trade? How many times do you trade a day? These are the most common questions people ask us. How many reports do we send a month? It varies, up to 30, 35 reports a month, depending on what's going on that month, anywhere between 25 and 35. Should I do this if I'm new to trading? Of course, why not? We've got the quick start for you. It's free. It's a $500 value. We're going to include it. NewsTrader Quick Start. It's videos that help you to learn how to get started. Can you use our software to trade stocks? I have not tested the software with stocks. I'll tell you the truth. I don't see any reason why not. I know people that use it for Forex, but we have not tested it for stocks. We trade it for futures. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work on any index, any stock that just uses price to trade. So it's not been tested, okay? What platforms do we support? We support NinjaTrader, okay? Are the news events at particular times per month? Yes, RH. The news events come out at particular times, and we teach you in the class how to find these times, where to look for the news reports. How much money do you need in your account to trade the news? Everybody's different. I would like to see $5,000 in an account at a minimum. I know people trading with $2,500. It's harder to trade with less. The biggest mistake that traders make is they underfund their accounts. So I would like to see $5,000 in an account to start. 10 is better, but you can absolutely trade with 5. We don't have a free trial, but we do have occasional free trade rooms. We don't support TradeStation currently, but we are thinking about TradeStation. I'm a former TradeStation user. I happen to love that platform. Is NinjaTrader free? It's not a free platform. They have a lifetime license. They let you pay it off quarterly. It's not super expensive. It's $9.95 for a lifetime license, and they'll let you pay it off. They're very nice. Why don't we trade Forex? We don't trade Forex because we think that Forex brokers manipulate the prices a little bit before the news trades, and the futures brokers have a tendency to leave things alone, okay? D, if you need help on how to get NinjaTrader, please, 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 send me an email at help@theprimetrades.com, and I can send you all. You could just go to ninjatrader.com, D. Go to ninjatrader.com, Ninja trader.com. All the info is there, but I'd be happy to answer your email also. Igor, are you clear on when our trade room is open? When there is a trade, we will notify you, via email or on our website or on Facebook, okay? Actually, we usually put our results on Facebook. We'll always email you. Every Sunday, we have a schedule. We have something called What's Up Job, J-O-B-B, What's Up J-O-B-B. It comes out every Sunday. It's a video of what's happening in the upcoming week. It keeps you abreast of what's going on. We teach you how to find the news to trade. We show you what websites. Can you join our service and not use the software? Absolutely. We prefer you use our software because it's automated. Can I give a sample time for a trade? Yeah, like today we had a 10 o'clock trade. A 10:30 trade, for instance, for natural gas. There was supposed to be a 10 o'clock new homes trade, but because of the government shutdown, that report wasn't released today. We have evening trades also. Australia trades are in the evening. We have a 7:30 trade this evening, so we'll open the trade room at 7 o'clock. We don't work on Thinkorswim. I happen to like Thinkorswim. They don't allow you to actually build a strategy for their program. And if they do, it's so complicated, I don't know anybody that has a strategy. They let you have indicators. And again, we do teach people what they need to know to use NinjaTrader to trade our trades. We're not, NinjaTrader is their own separate company. They have an unbelievable amount of technical support, videos. Don't forget, we have our quick start. It's 4 videos, and that does cover how to get started with NinjaTrader. Will we teach you to read the reports? Of course, we will teach you to read the higher reports and what they mean. Absolutely. So don't forget, the first 10 people get our free $500 value earnings trade workshop. It's a deal and a half. So where do you get started? www.theprimetrades.com. Email us for help at help@theprimetrades.com. Just 3 easy payments. $3.99 today, $3.99 in 30 days, another $3.99 in 30 more days. And then don't forget, this literally changed my life, and I'm not kidding. I love trading the news. I love teaching trading the news. I wish that my members could come into this room and talk to you. I don't think there would be one person that would say anything bad about me. You could Google us online. I don't think you can find a bad word about our company, thenewstraders.com. Nobody fights with us. Nobody argues with us. Everybody works with us to make money together. That's what we're here for. www.theprimetrades.com. The first 10 of you, we will happily put you into our earnings trade workshop and teach you how to use our software to trade the FANG earnings. And if you need a question answered, help@theprimetrades.com. Can I answer anything else? Igor, what's the average risk? Igor's asking, can you tell what the average risk stop per contract and what instruments do we trade? Good question. So for instance, today I traded bonds. There's a bond auction. I risked, Igor, only 3 ticks. So I risked $90. I made 5 ticks. So I made $156. It varies from trade to trade, what the risk reward would be. Obviously, we try to keep the risk reward as low as possible. And we trade a lot of different instruments, Australian dollar. We trade the NQ. We trade the Canadian dollar. We trade all the popular futures that you can think of. You know, depending on what the news is, we trade a lot of gold. We trade the yen, 6J, okay? You bought it with PayPal and signed in, but it does not appear to know you just bought it. Gary, I will take care of that. I'll send you information. Don't worry. Gary, what's your last? Don't type your last name because I don't want anybody to see it. Gary, I'll look personally for it, and I'll send you an email. How's that? Okay? I'll personally find your order. Zalika, I'm so happy you joined. We will send login information pretty quickly, okay? Because we're kind of getting close to the classes starting. Zalika, I think I answered one of your emails last week. So I'm so happy you joined. That's great. Gary, I won't forget. I'll take care and make sure that you, you know, that your order went through. We do take PayPal. So I'll let you know if there's any issues, Gary. We can deal with it. It's no problem. And if you want to email me at help@theprimetrades.com, if you feel better sending that email, do it. It won't hurt. So any last questions, folks, just go to theprimetrades.com. I can't tell you how much this has changed my life. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to teaching you how to trade these trades. It's awesome. Al, thank you so much that you enjoyed the presentation. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. So if anybody else has another question, I'll stay until every question is answered. If I see no other questions, I'm going to go and eat some dinner before our Australian trade tonight. It's Australian retail sales news, and on that trade, we trade the Australian dollar. And that's how we do it. So if there's no other questions, I see that nothing else is coming by. You're going to go to theprimetrades.com, www. You're going to pay $3.99 3 times. And if you're one of the first 10, we're going to get you into that earnings workshop as well. So if you have a question, folks, help@theprimetrades.com. RH, thank you so much for spending your time with me, everybody. I just can't begin to tell you how much I love doing this. And I know that it comes through. I know that you know that I am for real, and we are for real. Just check us out, thenewstraders.com. Theprimetrades.com is where you sign up. And what we say is, I'll see you in the trade room, and that's where I'll see everybody. Good night, everyone. www.theprimetrades.com, and I'll see you in the trade room. Thanks for coming, folks.